Hello, everyone, and welcome to a preview of the 2019 Northwood University Cross Country teams. I'm Travis McCurdy, joined by the newly named head coach, even though you've been in charge for a while. It's Jeremy Wilk. Coach, you guys have been through camp, opening up this weekend. Where do you feel like your team is right now?
I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. We're dealing with a couple nagging injuries, but I think for the most part we're ahead of where we were expecting to be heading into this upcoming season. So we're pretty excited. I think it'll be a good year.
Looking at your team, and we'll start with the men's side. Brian Patrick obviously is the headliner, first All-American in school history last year. I know he's been banged up a little bit in the processes, but it's a long season. It's okay to be banged up now. By the end of the year, he's going to be fine. Let's just talk about Brian in general, where he went from year one to year two to where he got.
Oh, it's just a testament to him buying into the process. I mean, at the conference meet the previous year, I mean, he was like 23rd or 25th or something, and he went from being, I think it was like 80th at Spartan at Michigan State earlier in the year, his sophomore year, to finishing 36th in the country and top 10 at the conference meet. So it was really just him working his butt off day in and day out. We had a meeting talking about what his goals were and what he wanted to accomplish throughout the year after Spartan, and he wasn't happy with where he was at, and I told him just focus on the day-to-day. Let's take care of what we can control, and whatever happens along the way happens, and he ended up achieving much better than what either of us thought he was going to be able to do. So it was a really exciting finish, but it was a testament to him just buying in and working every day.
Talk about some of the other guys that maybe Northwood fans should expect to break through on the men's side this year.
Parker Hayes has been he put in an incredible summer of work, and he's going to be someone who's really taken a huge step forward. We've got some freshmen who weren't super highly heralded out of high school, who I think will be really good. Zane was putting a fantastic summer of training in, and he's a little bit banged up at the moment, but I think he'll be someone to look out for by the end of the year. But really, I mean, our depth is a lot stronger than we've been. We're still a really young team. We're only going to graduate one guy this upcoming year, and that's Treston Mencius Finnerty, who got third in the 1500 for us at the conference meet last year. But he's another guy who I think could actually be a factor in cross this year. He hasn't been a really high placing guy in cross in the past, but the training he's been putting in is going to be huge. And then we also got a transfer from Hillsdale, Eric Poth, who's going to be, I think, much improved compared to where he was a year ago.
Taking a look at the women's side, it's been a process to build that. When you got here, there was not much in the cupboard, and now it's been a process of building it up, and it feels like that you're starting to get that program going in the right direction right now. Yeah,
I mean, we've added two solid runners from Clare this upcoming year. Lainey was a top 10 finisher at the state meet. She, I think, will probably be a front runner for us this year. She's been putting in some fantastic training, has really showed some good progression. So we're excited for her. And as a group, I mean, we don't graduate any women this upcoming year. We've got only juniors and younger. And so I think that should really allow us to continue to build in a positive direction, and then obviously having a low stick up front should make a significant difference in our team score. So I think it'll be a good step forward this year.
And for the women's team, much like I just asked for the men, of the returners, anybody that's made really good progress over the last year?
Yeah, I think Amanda Aquinaga put in a pretty solid summer. I think she'll be in a good spot. Maddie Brooks took some great steps forward over the past year during track as well. Just missed scoring in the 1500 final, but I think it's going to be. We see a lot of progression towards the end of the year more for Maddie because the summer didn't go quite the way we wanted. So I think those two, from a returner standpoint, should be contending for like our top 2-3 spots.
Now this weekend, we mentioned you guys are starting this weekend, but not only are you starting, you're starting with a home meet, and it's been, I don't know if we've ever had a bigger meet than we've got coming up this weekend with all the high school runners and throughout the day. It's really going to be an awesome event for race fans around the area.
Yeah, we're really excited to bring a quality home meet back, and the cool thing is, like you mentioned, it's high school and college. So I mean, kind of got the idea from Spartan, Michigan State. They do a fantastic job having one of the biggest high school meets in the state. It might be the biggest, but they do a high school and college combined, and I thought it was a great idea. We had a lot of interest in it, so we've got not bad for an inaugural meet. We've got 9 high school teams and 9 college teams coming. So and about almost half the field is going to be GLIAC teams as well.
And for you, not only is it great, you don't have to go to watch, you can stay here, but you can really see where early on, obviously there's a long way to go till later in the year, but you can see where you guys stack up early in the season against some of your fellow GLIAC schools.
Oh, absolutely, and we've got some solid ones here. I mean, Northern Michigan is regionally ranked on the women's side. It'll be a great opportunity to compete against them. Where I was at before, Ashland University, they're coming up here. Excited to have them. And then some other schools, Lake State is coming up as well, and we're excited to kind of see how that goes for all of us.
For the runners watching this, what can they expect from the course this weekend?
It's going to be, we'll see how it ends up playing out. Weather-wise, Colin and I, Coach Nurnberg, we've been working our butts off trying to get that course ready. Excuse me. And so we're excited for how it's going to play. Some people came and took out the fencing in there. They were old intramural fields, and they tore out the fencing, and some tractors put some divots in. So the rain could actually help us make those a little bit more even. But other than that, it's going to be a really flat course. It should be decently fast, but it's also relatively soft footing in the trails. So we'll see how it kind of plays out. And then I also forgot to mention Saginaw Valley is going to be there. They finished 6th in the country on the men's side. My old teammate from college, Eric Phillips, is the new coach there. So they're going to be bringing it on both sides. So it should be a really good competition.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it. Saturday starts early in the morning. College races are in the afternoon, and it should be a great season. Thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Yeah, thanks for having me.